Thank you to Corsair for sending us to Computex 2016 this year. Check out their lapdog, should be in the description down below. It allows you to use a full-size mouse and mechanical keyboard on your couch to play video games. Super cool. Also thank you to MSI. We're here at the Lian Li booth checking out the PC-Q37. It pulls a lot of inspiration, obviously, from its older brother, the PC-09. It has that kind of two-faced look on the front, with part of it being glass and part of it being solid brushed aluminum, and then the left-hand side has glass as well. All of the glass on this computer, or this case, by the way, is all tempered glass, which is beautiful. It is a compact ITX rig. It's not the smallest one ever, but it is fairly compact. So in terms of CPU cooler, you're probably going to get about 80 millimeters if you're going with an air cooler. Graphics card, fairly standard length and height graphics cards will work. Much more in the height or length department, maybe no, but I don't see a ton of those coming out lately, so it's probably fine. If you want to water cool, however, it is equipped and ready to go for that. In the bottom right-hand corner, you have a pump mount, which is really nice. Then in the top, they have this accessory, which I don't think actually comes with this case, but will be available separately. There's no name for it so far. But what it does is it pulls all of your water cooling kit together, obviously other than the blocks and the tubing. It allows you to have your pump, your reservoir, and your radiator all nicely tucked in as if it looked like an all-in-one, but it's all custom components, which is pretty sweet. And then moving into the back, you have their SFX-L power supply mounting area, two 3.5-inch bays, and a 2.5-inch bay for storage expansion. In terms of I/O, on the front we have a power button, a USB 3.1 Type-C connector, two USB 3.0 connectors, a headphone and microphone jack. Then we come to the PC-10, which is extremely similar to the PC-09, but not in every detail. It is much smaller. It's still an ATX motherboard. It still has the nice tempered glass on the left-hand side and the blocked-off two-face aluminum thing on the right-hand side. And it still zones everything off for power and storage on the right, and processing and graphics and all that kind of stuff on the left. But it has a smaller glassed off area, so you don't have quite as much room in there, and it has a much, much smaller storage and power area, limiting you down to an SFX-L power supply. That might sound terrible at first, but hear me out for a second. I actually think it's pretty cool. We've done testing on Pascal very recently and found that even on load with a new full system, you're only pulling in the 200 to 300 range in terms of wattage with 1080s or 1070s. Not that much power. And people like Silverstone, and very specifically right here, Lian Li, are showing off SFX-L power supplies that are up to like 750 watts. So more than you need. So I think that's actually cool. They're cutting down the fat of the things that you don't need and giving you an extremely beautiful system for what you do need. In the top, you have a 240 millimeter radiator. In the back, you have 7 expansion slots. In the front, you have a power button, USB 3.1 Type-C connector, 2 USB 3.0 ports, and a headphone port and a microphone port. So yeah, PC-10, I think a cool answer to the people who maybe didn't want the boxy design of the PC-08 or PC-09 and want more of a standard mid-tower size computer, but still want the beautiful sectioned off design and tempered glass. Good answer to those people. Thanks again to Corsair for bringing us to Computex 2016 this year. You can use a full-size K70 mechanical keyboard and a full-size mouse to game on your couch, which is pretty cool. Also thanks to MSI with their Aegis X desktop and their GTX 1080 Gaming X 8G graphics card. We'll be checking those out later on in the show. If you want to see that and all the rest of our Computex content, be sure to stay subscribed to Linus Tech Tips.